Well, my memories of the civil rights movement, I was a child at the time. I remember the music of the church. I remember, of course, the news and things that happen on television. But for me, because my background, I'm pretty much into music, that was a big part. Listening to spirituals and listening to I guess what we call the message music that was being sung by a lot of different artists. Artists who were carrying messages that were from the civil rights movement and things that the community were feeling. They were putting it in their songs. And so the songs were about everyday life, struggle, and some people with their solutions and others just simply talking about what was happening. Some of the specific songs I remember, Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, and the whole series of songs and music that Curtis Mayfield did. My God, Freddie's Dead, awesome music, and of course the church music. Well, the music of the day represented a conglomeration of feelings, from despair to just simply a statement of what was going on. There was anger, there was joy, there was encouragement. All of it was in the music, and it came through, and the artists had their different ways of expressing it. And I recall being able to listen to music, and they were able to put words to feelings that I didn't even really have words to really describe. And that was something that was kind of unifying amongst the people, both in the movement and those who weren't really as concerned about it. But it was part of our everyday life, and it was very moving and carried you right along. I think Curtis Mayfield's music galvanized a lot of people's feelings and described some of real life that was going on in a way that very few have since then. So I still feel some of the presence and some of the impact of what his music presented. Some of it was very despairing music, and others of it was very uplifting, because he basically talked about what he saw in the world around him. And this was what most black folks were seeing at the time. We were seeing the same things. He spoke what he saw through our eyes, came out of his mouth and in his lyrics, and very major impact. As far as the overall impact of music during the time of the civil rights movement, I felt like it kind of wrapped itself like a coat around me, around my family, around my community, to say, hey, it's okay, even though things aren't always looking good. There are people who see it, who see what you see, and we also see other things as well. We also see that there's a future, that is not always going to be the way it is, and that it's okay to express the hurt that you feel, and it's all right, you're not alone, but it's not going to last forever. And the music said that in so many different ways, Curtis Mayfield especially. Many of the things that he did with his career, and then what he did musically as well. Very uplifting, very motivational, in addition to just simply